And we are live, I think. What's up, guys? Let me know if you can hear me in the chat. Think we are live. Make sure. Hello, hello. Yes, we are live. Perfect. What's up, Wim V. Wervin? What's up, Suleiman? How y'all doing today? You having a good Saturday so far? A little bit early. Hello from Germany. What's up, Christoph? How y'all doing? Got my coffee. Ready to look at the disappointment that is the XRP chart while we have the SPX meme coin up 250% and Sui at all-time highs. While we're still at 54 cents. It's awesome, right? It's really annoying, right? Good, ready to rock and roll. Hello from Indonesia. Indonesian XRP army. What part of Indonesia are you in? I've been thinking about Bali. I don't know when I'll get out there, but I do want to get out there at some point. I just love Southeast Asia in general, so that's definitely on the list. I have a friend out there right now, and she got this funny video with like this monkey, just like feeding the monkey, chilling with it. It's like a little homie. So I want to get one of those monkeys one day too. My end goal is, once I have holy shit, guys. Oh, once I have the means, I want to raise a monkey from birth. Yeah, Bali is a nice vacation. We're in Bali. You already visit? I haven't been to Bali. I've been to Koh Samui, Thailand, twice. But I haven't. I was gonna do Bali over the summer, but I instead decided to just go back to Koh Samui instead. In retrospect, I wish I would have done Bali to do something different and get a different experience, but next time. I know Bali's very touristy though, which I don't love as much. I like a little bit less touristy, a little more local. But I'm sure there's still really nice spots. And the nature in Indonesia is just insane compared to Koh Samui at least. So definitely on the list. Wim V. Werben, can you show the dollar versus XRP chart? It should be about to break out around this time. Maybe there are some clues in there. Thank you. Greetings from the Netherlands. Dude, Netherlands. One of the favorite places I've been actually is Amsterdam. I didn't have a lot of time there, but I do really want to go back to Netherlands as well. So many places I want to go. When you say dollar versus XRP, do you mean like XRP versus the DXY? I don't even know if I could pull that up. Let me see. DXY, XRP. I'm not sure what you mean. Uh, how do I get to that? Because I'm not seeing it on TradingView. Wouldn't it just be this chart, the XRP versus USD chart, or no? We could come to the dollar. The dollar. So I haven't like messed with this chart in a while. I honestly I don't love how the dollar looks. Like I think the dollar might go higher. We're obviously hoping this breaks down, right? That would be really good for crypto. But to me, it looks like we had a consolidation. We broke out. We kind of back tested it, and now we're bouncing off. Hopefully, this rolls over. All right, let's look. I'm very amateur with the TA, guys. I kind of just mess around with it, but I'm not a pro by any means. Oh, this is starting to get pretty overextended, though. This is hidden bearish divergence, I think, right? Because price comes down, RSI comes up. So it took a lot of strength to get it not as high. So I think, yeah, this could be an indicator the dollar is maybe about to continue to roll over. Which I know a lot of the people I've been watching have been saying, yeah, this bounce on the dollar is probably gonna come back down, and that's when when we get this breakdown from this level is when crypto will really start to go. So like, so how do you pronounce your name, man? I keep looking at it. I'm like, huh? Do you like surfing? I've never surfed. Um, yeah, no, I know. Bali's surfing is nuts. Philippines as well. I also want to hit Philippines. But I've never surfed. I'll maybe try it one day. I'm not a huge ocean guy. Like I like chilling at the beach sometimes, but even when I was staying in Samui, on the island, I was at the beach maybe once every week or two, and I was right next to the beach, like 5-10 minute on a bicycle to get there. So, just I'm not a huge beach guy. Okay, Bitcoin versus XRP chart. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, so this still looks really good in my opinion. So let's start zoomed out and then we'll zoom in. So this is one of the charts that adds a lot of confluence to the idea that we're probably hopefully going to get an explosive move soon. Right, this is since back in 2014. Get rid of the RSI. We come to the lows, we bounce off, go parabolic, and this is no small move, right? From bottom to top. That's a 2,000% move against Bitcoin. So a 20x versus Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin's going up, it's even more for the dollar pair. Same here, but it was even higher. Right, from bottom to top. 50x move versus Bitcoin. And then even here when we had the one in 2020, with the lawsuit 2021, still a 500% move versus Bitcoin while Bitcoin was going up. So that XRP did like over a 10x. So if we, and look, the thing that's exciting about this to me, right? We had the descending resistance. We broke out. Kind of looks like what the dollar did, but I think it looks more bullish. We broke out, came sideways, broke down, retested the descending resistance. At the same time, we retested our horizontal macro resistance level that we've come down to a bunch of times, right? Here, here, here. This is the fourth time now. And we're starting to bounce off. And if we were to get that move, like back up to the highs from where we're at now, like that's 1,000% or so. If we come up all the way to the wicks, 2,700, almost 3,000%. Like that's a big move. And I think since we have been bouncing off out of here, I think this is where we're headed. The first stop that I really am looking for, and the immediate short term, like this could happen quickly if it decides to go, would be up to this yellow box, which is about 100% move against Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin were to stay still, this could send XRP right now to around $1, like a little over $1 on its own, just to get up to this yellow box. Now on the shorter time frame, right, I like how this chart looks also. Like, again, I'm not a professional with TA or Elliott waves or any of this stuff, but to me, can I have Elliott wave impulse? This looks like, well, we have a nice bottoming structure here, like a little inverse head and shoulders, but we have a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then what have we followed that by? We have a maybe, yeah, B, C, something like that. Like it looks good. And look where do we come back to? If we do the Fibonacci's, we retraced right back to almost the 618 of this whole impulse. So the golden pocket. I know there's a lot on the screen right now. So that's what I'm looking for. These are the levels that I kind of have marked off with boxes. We could simplify it a bit. Let's get rid of that middle box. Something like this maybe, right? Something like this. And then if we zoom in even on the lower time frames, I'm also seeing an impulse, right? From here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it looks like we are impulsive right now. And I know it's really sucked for XRP because what a lot of people that I'm watching are thinking, and what seems right to me, is that this was our first major impulse right here when we came from 38 cents. We hit that low and we came up here to 63. To me, this was our first major impulse. And now we've just been consolidating for like a wave 2, a correction, waiting for our next major impulse. So if we zoom in, dude, I love all this Elliott wave stuff. I think it's so fascinating. I don't think it's like a perfect science. It doesn't work, and it works better in retrospect, looking back on the structure and then counting them. But it can help like during these moments, because you normally see these 5-wave structures if you watch someone like Credible Crypto. So you see a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that's an impulsive wave structure. And then all we've been doing since then is correcting. And now we're just waiting for the next big wave. So that was a wave 1, wave 2. We're waiting for wave 3. Selimane, bro, please answer me. I need more news. What am I gonna do? Hold long-term XRP if Trump wins. What exactly gonna happen XRP next move? Because co-founder donate Kamala 1 million. Is XRP gonna dump if Trump wins? So I think Ripple is going to succeed and XRP is gonna succeed regardless of who's in office. I think they want to play the field, right? So Chris Larson donating to Kamala, like, it's not surprising. Ripple's interconnected with the World Economic Forum, which is, we're not going to go down all the political rabbit holes right now, and like the world order of things, but I don't think it's a big deal. The lead lawyer, Stuart Alderati, donated to Trump. Chris Larson donated to Kamala. I think they just want to be in the good graces of whoever gets in and work with whoever's in power in the US to try and get regulation here. But again, Ripple is a global business, and most of what they're doing is happening outside of the US. So it's not going to impact the use of XRP at the end of the day. Maybe it takes more time. Maybe it just isn't able to flourish here in the US like it is around the world. I just don't think it's all that important. If we do come over to this, though, it has been looking like Trump's been taking a pretty commanding lead. So hopefully, and it's, dude, I made that one video talking about how Trump's not going to save us, because under Trump's administration, his SEC is the one that started the lawsuit. Like Jay Clayton started the lawsuit on his last day in office, before Biden went in and before Gary Gensler was put into power. And I was just saying, yeah, like Trump's SEC started this lawsuit against Ripple. So this whole idea that if Trump gets in, it's all just going to go away makes no sense. And I had people from both sides like losing their minds. I'm like, guys, this isn't even a political video. I'm simply pointing out this, again, this notion that Trump's going to come in and end the lawsuit doesn't make sense, because his SEC administration started the lawsuit, right? Crazy. Wimby Irvin, thank you. I decided to cash out 30% of my XRP around all-time highs. Then I'll come to Bali or Vietnam too. Better than here. Amen, brother. Getting out of the West and moving to Southeast Asia, or spending time in Southeast Asia. It's very freeing. It's very beautiful. Holding crypto is a waiting game, bro. 100%. Absolute waiting game. Got to be patient. I read this good tweet talking about how if you put like $10 into Bitcoin when it was 1 cent, the ride of how much your portfolio would be worth was insane. Like the highs it would go to, how much it would pull back. So it's a waiting game. And look, at the end of the day, we could be experiencing years of this, right? Just going, can I get an arrow? You know, let's just do this. Years of this sideways, and then we could take all of this back, all this time that we've spent here, could get erased in a matter of weeks and we go to $10 or something crazy, right? So it could all happen very fast, and people often forget that. I mean, hell, even with the move that we got for Bitcoin yesterday, people forgot that this thing, once it wants to move, it can just move. Like it just moves straight up basically all day. It looks like it's trying to push out again. From Glenn, Trump might not end the lawsuit, but he'll sack Gary Gensler on day one, and I'll take that every day of the week. 100%, bro. And that's what a lot of the people in my comments, or a handful of them, were losing their minds about. They're like, but Kamala's terrible. I'm like, I know. Like, I still want Trump to get in. I think Trump's going to overall be much better for the crypto ecosystem as a whole. And again, he does want to get rid of Gary Gensler, which Gary has been terrible for crypto. So I'm not saying that at all. Like, 100% we want Trump to get in. But again, the notion that he's going to end the lawsuit that his administration started, it's not logical. But yes, hopefully it all helps out in the long run. And I'm hopeful that maybe it was just a mistake and he's going to appoint better people this time. So, I mean, what do you think about Trump decline CBDC? What happens then to XRP? Well, I think that's good. I think the whole CBDC, the whole thing with CBDCs and the way that the world's headed to everything digital, everything on chain, I think it's really evil. So my preference is that none of it happens. But when you have XRP or HBAR or these other coins, we're betting on the fact that, you know, if it does happen, we're gonna take advantage of this technology. And we don't need the US to make a CBDC for the rest of the world to still not be doing this. Like, all these other countries around the world are still making CBDCs, building these things on various blockchains, a lot of them on the XRP ledger. And I want to capitalize on that. Even if I don't agree with where the world's headed, I want to capitalize on what they're doing. And that will at least give me, hopefully, the financial freedom to not have to worry about those things as much. That's where my head's at with it all. But I agree 100%. The World Economic Forum, this push towards CBDCs, everything digital, complete control over our money, it's evil. But it is what it is. Like, we can't change that on an individual level. At the end of the day, all we can do is try and make the best of it for ourselves and our families. Glenn, I'm Irish, by the way, so makes no odds to me for U.S. politics. Dan, you live in Ireland? But yeah, no, even if you don't live here, it's still fascinating to watch. And U.S. politics is still seemingly pretty important globally, because it kind of leads the way in a lot of ways. Less so nowadays than it used to, but it's still important. Trump is a better president, but has also done some strange things as president. I especially started to doubt the Capitol attack. Oh, we're not gonna go down the rabbit holes right now, man. But yeah, I mean, you look into what you want to look into. I'll hold my tongue on this one. I don't know. Maybe I'll go full, like, mask off one day and start posting political videos and popping off on all this stuff. But I mean, if I'm not doing it right now during election season, I probably won't ever do it, because right now it's more it's definitely a season of getting super into politics and all this stuff. But after elections, normally it cools off for a while. So we'll see where things go. We'll see where things go. All we can do is hope for the best, right? But yeah, guys, look at this. Look at Sui, man. Holy. Dude, this one's just been going nuts. Nuts. New all-time highs today for Sui. Dude, look at the crypto bubbles, man. Here's this one, the meme coin, the SPX. This is insane. From September, right? From September to now, it's done over 100x. Like 1 month, 30 days at a time. It's gone 100x more. The SPX, and during this time, it had a 40+% crash in one day. Absurd, dude. Absolutely absurd. these meme coins. It it's so infuriating. Popcat 25%, Nero 123%, With 20% on the week. Here, let's see on the day. WBT, White Bitcoin. I haven't even heard of that. Brett and Nero still. Say's been doing well also. Oh, okay, so that's what I wanted to do, right? Blockchain. Here, we're gonna pull a few fractals. Blockchain Backer's been talking about this a lot. How we have a structure here that looks very similar to what Solana did in 2020 before it popped off. Glenn, I just found your channel recently in XRP since 2017 at 9 cents. Dang, man, at 9 cents. That's amazing. I'm an Irish worker, but in Saudi desert, waiting on XRP to retire in 2025. Really, in Saudi desert? How is that, dude? Construction. Not construction. Are you construction? I see a little hard hat in your profile picture. Interesting. Suleiman, how long does it take for ETF, XRP, Canary, and Bitwise to approve? I'm not sure, man. Who knows if the SEC right now will even approve them? But I don't think it really matters. The hype of ETFs is more important than them going live. I mean, look what happened to Ethereum. The ETFs went live and it's only gone down. So I don't think the ETFs are really important. It's just the narrative around them that can help cause a bit of a pump. But other than that, I don't think they're super relevant. Okay, here's what we want to do. SUI. Let's go over to... We'll put these on the HBAR chart because I wanted to compare them kind of to HBAR. We'll put that one there. Yeah, oil and gas pipelines with Saudi Aramco. Dang, dude. That's crazy. How is that? You like it or what? Wimby Wervin. Okay, guys. All buy SPX now. Yeah, all in on the SPX. 785 million market cap for a meme coin. Aaron James, do you think XRP has bull run this cycle even with the lawsuit dragging on? I do. I think we break out of here. I think it's only... Look, the way that I have this drawn, it would say we could still consolidate till February, which would suck. But at this point, I wouldn't expect any less from XRP. It might wait till the very end of this triangle to do anything. But time will tell. We'll have to wait and see. I don't think we get left behind. I don't think the lawsuit's as important anymore because we know XRP isn't a security, and that's the most important matter. And it seems like the whole industry is kind of doing an Avenger style team up to attack the SEC now and go on the offense. So let me see if I can pull it up. I just posted it in the last video that I made, but Brad had a fire tweet. So yeah, here. So this was crazy, right? Bitnomial filed a lawsuit against the SEC because the SEC, they were going to list XRP futures contracts. And the SEC came over and told them, no, you're not allowed to do this because XRP is a security. And this is after the judge has already ruled that XRP is not a security. So Brad set a new low for the renegade agency many thought couldn't sink farther. The SEC now believes it can operate above the law, ignoring a court's ruling that XRP isn't a security. Team Ripple will be watching closely and weighing our options to hold the SEC accountable. So they're just straight up ignoring the ruling and still trying to regulate these institutions as if XRP is a security, even though the judge clearly stated it's not. So there's like this kind of team up going on. It looks like Ripple might counter-sue, not counter-appeal, counter-sue the SEC, possibly. That's what people are saying. How long is time appeal gonna end for XRP versus SEC? Because I don't know about law, regulation, court, U.S. time takes for appeal court. So what I read from a couple lawyers was that this could end up taking till like 2026 if the case is drawn out and it plays out the whole way. But we got to wait and see what will happen. I think the next few months are probably going to be pretty crazy. And I don't know, anything can happen, right? But I don't think it's that important anymore or that relevant. Okay, here's what we want to do. So here's I wanted to compare it to the HBAR chart. So here's the HBAR chart versus SUI. Kind of similar structure. Let's get Sol. Let's get the Solana chart. Here. I think it's right here. Before it broke out. I think this is it. Yeah. Let's pull it from right here. Or was it? Maybe it was this? No, it was that. Aaron James, do you have any BTC? No, I do not have any BTC. Yeah, so look at that. Kind of similar, right? We creak down, break out, and then go. Let's see. What was the other one? TIA USD. So very similar structure here, right? Creak down, break out, consolidate, go. I don't know what I was doing here. I was just trying to give kind of an example. Like the way that SUI is moving, blockchain backers talked about it a lot. It's very similar to the way Solana moved before it ripped last cycle. Same way, what was it? Sia coin ripped in 2017 during its cycle. I think HBAR has a pretty similar structure here. TS Celestia has a similar structure. So a lot of things in the market look pretty primed right now. Like their charts look really good. And no, I don't have any Bitcoin. Obviously, I was stupid, man. I should have just bought Bitcoin down here, right? I should have been buying Bitcoin in the bear market. I'd be doing a lot better right now than I was with my XRP. Hell, if all I bought were meme coins, since I got into the market, I don't even know, man. Like I would be on the other side of the world, like not thinking about a thing right now if all I bought were meme coins. So, but it is what it is. Can't go back and change it. Can only move forward. Who knows? Maybe it is a sunken cost fallacy and we're all stuck in XRP just because we've been in it so long and we refuse to change our minds. But I think it will pay off. I think our day is coming sooner rather than later. We've already gone through a lot of the sideways insanity. I hold XRP and HBAR. So a few months ago, I had more. I had XDC, I had Casper, I had Algo. I've had Quant in the past, but I consolidated into just XRP and HBAR. I made a video about it because I do think all those other projects are still good. I still think they'll do well long term, but I have by far the highest conviction in XRP and HBAR above everything else. So I just decided to consolidate into those and keep accumulating. No, man, I didn't lose faith in XDC. I still think XDC, longer term, again, I think it'll play a big part in the financial system. I think it has good connections, good utility, good use case. But I just don't have as much faith in it as I do with like HBAR or XRP. Like with these two, I believe without a shadow of a doubt that they are going to do massive things in the world and in the ecosystem. And they're not going to go away anytime soon. So I just wanted to put all my eggs in these two baskets. Look, I think diversification is important, obviously. But it could also bite you in the butt if you're diversifying into the wrong things. Like, sure, in retrospect, I could be saying, okay, I should have been diversifying into meme coins and other nonsense. But at the same time, I could have been buying meme coins that ended up getting rugged or doing nothing. So, or, in retrospect again, I could say I should have been diversifying, but what if I diversified or what if I diversify now, right? And then next week we get this, then I'm not going to be very happy that I diversified. So Saudi is hot, man. I work 7 days a week, but 6-digit salary, tax free. That's nice, tax free. That's what I gotta do. I gotta get somewhere else. Gotta be tax free. 8 weeks on, 2 weeks off. Doing it in 15 years, but should retire in 2025 at 43 years old with XRP. Dude, that sounds tough, man. That's hard work. Power to you, my friend. 7 days a week out in the heat of the desert for 8 weeks on. Dude, 56 days of work in a row. That's crazy. Eight weeks on, 2 weeks off. So, I mean, you're getting like 10 weeks off in a year, about 10 weeks off in the year. Dang. Yeah, that's tough, man. But props to you. What's my plan for the cycle end in 2025? You selling everything and waiting for the new cycle bottom to get back in. So I'm not going to sell everything. Look, my first main target for XRP profit taking, I've said it a lot, probably around $7 to $10. It'll be hard once we get to like $6-7. I'm probably going to take, I'll probably end up taking about 10% off the table, and recuperating a lot of my investment. I've just got to play it by ear when we see how things play out, because it's tough. But I do want to take a good amount off the table, hopefully close to the cycle top. But it you never know when the cycle top is the thing, right? So you just gotta have targets. So first target, I'm gonna mark them off on the map right now, or on the chart right now. Horizontal line. I want this. I want $7.77. God's number, 777. Takes them off the table there. Where else? Then probably around $13. And then if things get really crazy, $19, $27. I think these are all good targets. But yeah, so I want to get money out. I think, yeah, then hold, wait for the bear market to kick in, wait for things to get really, really oversold, look like it's cycle bottomy. Then I'll probably get some Bitcoin at that point. I'll get some Bitcoin, and then get back into other assets that I see potential in. I also want to, when I take profit, have a nice trading bag that I can start playing around with and start trying to trade and make some money that way. I think that'll be fun, but we'll have to wait and see. Glenn, it's tough but light at the end of the tunnel. What's really tough is a standard job, paying tax, working 9 to 5 until you're 70 years old, and then retiring when you're too old to do shit. Amen, brother. Amen. I couldn't agree more. When people say that it's too risky to invest in crypto or do this or do that, I'm like, it's too risky to live the same treacherous, boring, uninspiring life for 40 years just to work to die. And like, that's too risky. Right, the warrior. I have no idea how much XRP I should have. However much you can afford to get, my friend. However much you think you can manage to have. That's a personal basis decision. Aaron, do you think that there can be a super cycle like some are trying to say? I don't know, man. I'm pretty skeptical of the idea of a super cycle. It's kind of the cycles work the same every time. In every single cycle, everyone screams that there's going to be a super cycle this time. But there hasn't been. So maybe it does happen at some point, but... Oh, and as for the sell targets too, like I have a set amount probably like 25% of my XRP and HBAR that I don't ever want to sell. I want to keep forever. 25, maybe a little more. Regardless of where the price goes, I just want to hold on to it for the long term. Disclosure kids, could you look at Gary Network? I think you asked me about this last time also. Last stream. I don't know, man. 3.7 million market cap. What was it again? Oh, yeah, a streaming platform. I don't know, dude. Like I said, I haven't looked into it much, but I hope it does well for you. It's down over the year, over the month. Up a bit. Let's see, can I pull up the chart? Gary Network. It's on Kraken. I don't know, man. This chart looks pretty terrible. It looks holy. I don't know. Not financial advice, man, but I would not stay in this. You got to break down a back test, and you're looking for probably continuation lower. Could check their website or Twitter for any engagement. Let's look. Yeah, I remember I looked at this. It doesn't look awful. Like, it looks like they're working on something, but I mean, the chart looks terrible. Like, this does not look good at all. So, I mean, I'm hoping for the best for you, but